Hello everyone and welcome back to another Peppa Pig theory video. Before we begin, I would like to thank Steven's Epic World and Chris Pixel RB for subscribing. If you comment and subscribe about it, you too will be featured in my next video. Now, on to the theory. So, this is a part 2 of my Dr. Hamster character analysis. If you haven't watched that, please go do it first and then come back. So, as covered in the last video, Dr. Hamster works very short hours. This is not due to any lack of demand for her services, as practically all families in the show have pets and are constantly taking them for checkups, as you can see by her long lines, but due to her own laziness. But now let's see if the work that she does during those few minutes a day that she works are actually good or helpful. Let's go through the Dr. Hamster video again. This gives us a snapshot of what Dr. Hamster does on the average day. The first visit takes under a minute, as you can see by the clock in the background. All she does is ask the newt how he squeaks, and tells Grampy Rabbit to give him lots of water. This is her go-to piece of advice. Now for the next visit, Pedro's stick insect. She is seemingly worried that the bug isn't moving. However, Peppa and Susie inform her that that's normal, so she sends Pedro off, telling him to make sure Steven also gets water. Now, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here and say she was just pretending to be concerned and confused so that the kids could help her out. Let's move on. Next, Madame Gazelle comes in with guinea pigs. This is the most disturbing scene in the whole show, even more so than Daddy Pig falling from a plane or plummeting through a roof. Because here, we have an anthropomorphized hamster looking down and studying a much smaller set of guinea pigs. These are two very similar species, hamsters and guinea pigs. In fact, guinea pigs are supposed to be slightly bigger than hamsters. So, I went to the Peppa Pig episode Guinea Pig for more information. In this episode, Madame Gazelle is going on holiday and needs someone to watch her pets, which is when I hear the most disturbing phrase in the show. This is Peppa Pig saying, "I love animals." This is proof the humanoids in this show do not consider themselves animals. Indeed, they see themselves as above animals. This is also proved when Grandpa Pig complains about his cough and Dr. Hamster says, "Sorry, I can only treat animals." Do they even see a difference between themselves and humans, such as the Queen? So then they went to the pet shop to get stuff for the guinea pigs, and what I saw made me want to cry. There are scratching posts, which are pet supplies exclusively for cats. What? Need I remind you, Candy Cat is a humanoid in the show. Cats are exclusively humanoids, as far as we've seen. So what are these scratching posts doing? This was not a mistake, because there are no dog toys in the store unless you count the leash, which I don't, because a leash can be used for a lot of animals. Now you see why this video has taken so long. These guinea pigs are just plain old animals, pooping over themselves constantly. Why? I promised to explain the differences between humanoids and their pets today, but unfortunately it is too large a concept, too complex, too difficult. It would take too long, and I wouldn't be able to get this video out on time. I must move on and cover it in another video. If I get to the bottom of this, it will be my magnum opus, for sure. But what was I originally investigating? Dr. Hamster's lack of expertise and professionalism. Each of these visits took under a minute, and all she's done is tell the owners, I shudder to use that word, to give the pets water. When she declares herself done for the day and dismisses everyone who is waiting for her, all she does is tell them to make sure their pets get water. These are all just routine checkups, so maybe that's all she really needs to do during them. Let's look at her emergency treatments. In the episode The Flying Vet, we can see her called to numerous animals. Although she does solve each of the problems presented to her, all that entails is flipping a lizard over, taking Polly to dry lands so she won't be seasick anymore, and luring ducklings with a quacking Peppa. How is this woman, who only does the most basic of treatments that a 8-year-old could come up with, worthy of her own private plane? By the way, this video does mention a Mr. Hamster, which proves that Dr. Hamster has a husband who is seemingly unemployed. Is she really paid so much as a useless vet that her husband doesn't have a job? It seems so. Next, I'll cover what got me interested into this character in the first place, namely her petty childishness. She held a pet competition for all the little kitties, and at the end nearly hailed her own pet as the winner, before Madame Gazelle intervened. She reverses course immediately, and declares that everyone is a winner, but that clearly wasn't her intention in the beginning. However, it seems she didn't expect any backlash when she began to crown her own pet as the winner, since she reverses course so quickly. Therefore, I chalk this incident up not to malice, but childishness. Now, I've been pretty harsh on the dog this whole time, so let's say a few nice things about her. For one, she takes time out of her day to be with the kids, and has no problems with them shadowing her. However, this may just be due to the pigs having special privileges in this society. Either way, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. If you have any tips, please write them in the comments. And see you next time. Have a great day.